Have you used Facebook Live to cover things that you would love to say in your podcast, but now you kind of feel like, I've already created that piece of content once. I don't want to have to do it again. Is there a way to use my Facebook Lives for my podcast? That's exactly what we're going to talk about today. Hi, I'm Krystal Proffitt, and today I'm going to share with you how you can repurpose those Facebook Lives that you've created to use for your podcast. This is such a great time-saving hack, especially if you've already done tons of Facebook Lives and you're just starting to get into podcasting. People ask me this all the time, like, I've done all of these amazing interviews on my Facebook Lives. How can I get these on a podcast? So that is exactly why I did this training and why I want to share it with you here today. So let me show you exactly how it's done. There we go. Okay. So like I said, this is all about how to repurpose Facebook Lives to podcast episodes. This is not a super fancy presentation, y'all. Like, this is just something I threw together in the last few minutes, but I realized, obviously, if I'm on Facebook doing a Facebook Live, I can't actually show you how to do this process. So I took some screenshots, and I can't see the comments right this second, but if you put some comments below, I will definitely be more than happy to answer any questions that you have. And then if you're watching this on the replay, then just let me know, hey, I watched this on the replay and I still had a question or I needed some further guidance. But okay, so this is my Facebook page, and I kind of cut it off. That way it's not as distracting. But there is a videos tab. If you've gone live, then that is where all of your live videos show up. And I did this with a live video I did yesterday. That way I could show you exactly this whole process. So you're gonna go to your videos, and then I just highlighted the one that I wanted to use. Again, I blurred everything out so it's not as distracting. But if you are doing this, depending on how long your actual video was, your live stream, it'll depend on how long it was. I don't know, it kind of takes a while to download. So just know that going in, like if you're picking something, if you want to piece together a few different videos, it may take it a second to download. I just picked one that I did yesterday because I knew that it was about 20 minutes long, and I wanted to see how long it would take. I know a lot of y'all do live videos that are up to an hour. So just know that it may take a while to actually download that file from Facebook. But this is how you do it. So this is the video I want to select. And then, as you can see, there's an arrow, and then there's the ellipses at the top right. Okay, all I did was, let's go back here. I just selected this video, and then this is what it looks like when you actually select the video. It'll automatically start playing. You just hit the pause button, and then click the arrow and the ellipses, and then you will get this little drop-down menu. And from there, this is where you can download your video. And I really think that, like I said, you can kind of be strategic about when you want to do all of this. I suggest batching all of your downloads at one time. Yes, it might slow your computer down, it might take a while, but I would do this all in one sitting. That way you aren't constantly trying to work on your computer and download stuff, because it does slow things down a bit. So once you have it downloaded, okay, I'm gonna get out of here real fast, but I'm gonna keep my screen up because there's some other things that I need to show you. So right here, so this is where I have my video. I downloaded my video, and this is where it lives. I took it from my downloads file and I put it here. So as you can see, it shows the length of it, and it's 21 minutes, just like the other one, and it's just a video file. So I can open this, and it's gonna play. Look at that name.
Hi everybody, I hope that everyone has had.
So just like on Facebook, it's gonna play it. I want you to comment below if you already use Facebook Live pretty regularly for whatever it is that you're talking about, whether it's on your business page or your industry or your business or whatever it is your podcast is about. Do you often go live and talk about the things that interest you or that would interest your audience. And if you don't already do Facebook Live, I want you to tell me what's holding you back. What is keeping you from trying to connect with your audience in a different way? I want you to comment below and let me know what is on your mind. Okay, let's get back to the tutorial. Okay, this is my saving grace. Okay, I'm gonna come back so you can see me. Okay, cloudconvert.com. And I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna show you, but this can be used for so many different things and it's totally free. I've never once paid for Cloud Convert and it is amazing. I use this, so whenever I do an interview for my podcast, I use Zoom. And then I use Cloud Convert to convert it because whenever Zoom is finished, it doesn't give you a beautiful audio file that you can just drop into your podcast and then it's just like, no, it does not do that. It gives you a file that you cannot put directly into Audacity. So if you try to do some other things and it doesn't work, Cloud Convert works amazing. So this is, I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna show you exactly what we do here. So this is Cloud Convert. And I'm going to pull up, this is what's so cool about this. So here is the video that I want to use. I literally grab it and I drop it here. That's all I do. And then it says it's ready. And this is where you have to change how you want to convert it because it is in an MP4 format. Now, if you use Zoom and you want to convert it, it's going to be in an MP4A file. And if you have no idea what I'm talking about, it's fine. Ask questions. But all it is that MP4 is video. That's all it means. MP4 means video. MP3 means audio. So we want to convert it from an MP4. See, we'll go down here to audio. And you can do an MP3 or a WAV file. Audacity likes either one of those. I normally just do an MP3. And then it says it's ready. And so down here, I'll click on Start Conversion. And it'll take a few seconds depending on how large your file is. Again, I know some of you do hour-long live streams. So if it's a really long one, then it may take, you know, a minute or two, but usually it doesn't take longer than just a few minutes to convert it. So it's almost done. It's converting our file. So while it's doing that, let me switch back over here. I just really want to reiterate that repurpose your content, like reuse your content. You don't have to feel like you have to come up with new things all the time and feel overwhelmed like, oh, I don't have time for this. I do this, so that means I can't do that. Y'all, I post on my website twice a week, which is kind of like a blog post. I have podcast episodes that come out twice a week, and I'm going to start in August doing 2 YouTube videos a month. And I post on Instagram, and I post on Facebook. I understand all of the things, all of the moving pieces that you have to keep up with. I'm a solopreneur, okay? I don't have a whole team of people working behind me. It is just me getting up at 5 a.m. trying to make everything work. But if you can find systems to repurpose your content and reuse it, do it. Do it. Like, I cannot tell you how much easier it will make your life if you can learn to repurpose and reuse stuff that you already know how to do. Okay, so I'm gonna go back to the screen. Okay, so we've converted the MP4 file. Now it's an MP3. I'm gonna click download. And then here is this terrible name. I should have probably changed the name of it, but whatever, y'all know what it is. Okay, so now while that is downloading, I'm gonna come and open Audacity. Now Audacity is the podcast software that I use. It's the one I've used from the beginning. And let me pull it up here. And it's 100% free. You can Google Audacity, download, and be able to download Audacity today if you wanted to start playing around with doing some of this stuff. Okay, so it has downloaded my file right here. And it is, because it's an MP3, it is as simple as dragging this file and bloop, putting it into Audacity. And Audacity is good about telling you, we have a few seconds. It's good about telling you how long it's gonna take for it to convert or to download or to export it or anything like that. But once this is finished, that's it. Like, I mean, it took less than 5 minutes to actually convert it. It took a few minutes to walk you through the steps, and this is why I wanted to do this video, because I wanted you to be able to go back, watch the parts of it that you didn't, like if you missed something or if I went too fast. I know I'm a fast talker, but I'm trying to be, aware of your time, aware of my time, and I wanted to just get this information out there because it's a question that I've had people ask over and over again, is how can I use, my Facebook Lives for podcast content. So let me go back to my screen here, and we now have a full-blown podcast episode. Like, look, and you can see, I'll open Audacity. It is a little over 20 minutes, just like the video was, and I can press play.
Okay, hi everybody. I hope that everyone has had a fantastic week.
So there we go, and I can literally do the other things that I do for my podcast episodes right here after I've downloaded and converted my Facebook Live.
Well, that's it. Those are the steps that you need in order to use your awesome Facebook Lives for your podcast. I hope you found all of this helpful. And if you're just getting started in your podcast journey, I invite you to check out our free 5-day Create Your Podcast Bootcamp, which you will find in the link below in the description. And I encourage you to subscribe below and hit that bell. That way you're notified anytime we put out a new podcasting video, like one of these that you see here. Go check those out and see what kind of great podcasting tips that you can find. And remember, keep it up. We all have to start somewhere. It's like rain on your wedding day. It's a free ride when you've already paid. It's the good advice that you